Debbie said, what's on your mind? I said, the word trigger and what triggers people. So she said, well, get them dogs out and go and figure your word trigger. So we are out and about trying to figure what triggers us all. And certain words and phrases send people off on a fucking rant and a tangent, folks. I mentioned chemtrails to people and it gets their back up. They get angry. I try and talk about the damage from vaccines. That triggers people. And they can lose it and become fucking mentally unfucking stable. You know, just having to think about what triggers us all and what triggers you. You know, let me know if certain things trigger you. We're all triggered in some way. And it's not just words and phrases. It's a lot more than that, folks. We've just been down to the shops. And if you think, you know, we're pre-programmed from birth to be triggered, especially with commercialism. The commercialising of products and things from young. You know, we've just been down the shops. And we talk to people all year long, right? And you mention the word Christmas to them and it's a trigger. And people will say to us, oh, fucking Christmas. I'm sick of it. People will say, oh, Christmas is just round the corner. Oh, I'm sick of it. The sooner it's over with, the better. I'm not going along with it this year, right? Yeah, that's a few months leading up to it. And then when we actually get to it, people are starting to get triggered with certain product placements in stores. You're walking past and then people are saying, oh, I see the Christmas puddings are on bleeding sale again in Tesco. I see the Christmas crackers are out and all that lot. And then it starts on the TV and people are getting triggered and getting annoyed about it. And then you start going in the shops and the shops are playing these fucking Christmas jingles and songs over and over and over. And the people that were once, not so long ago, fucking pissed off by it all and promising not to fucking partake in it this year, they've had enough. All of a sudden are triggered into fucking buying all them products, wishing each other fucking Merry Christmas and all that lot, not fully understanding exactly what's going on and what's fucking taking place in their heads, folks. That's how I see it. It's how Debbie sees it. Anyway, and we were talking to somebody in one of the stores this morning, one of the checkout girls, about Christmas. Just got to watch this. We've got a bit of traffic on the road today. So, like I say, we were talking to one of these girls on the checkout. Let's let this one get past. Debbie happened to say to her, we don't partake in Christmas. The kids have grown up. We don't go along with it anymore. And the girl who was serving us on the checkout said, oh, well, we've got the Easter eggs in. And Debbie said, you are fucking joking. And she said, no, we've got them all in the back, ready for after Christmas. They've got the Easter eggs in. And that triggered Debbie into losing it then. And she had a fucking rant all the way back in the car. This is a fucking joke. I'm fucking sick of it. I said, yeah. Everybody tells us that, oh, you're wrong, and people will be saying it now. The fucking Easter eggs in, oh my God, not again. But then them very people will then be triggered into buying the very fucking products that they're sick of fucking buying. So that's got to be coercive behaviour. The people are being manipulated, coerced into playing along, and they do. It's just ridiculous. I myself, I'm aware of all this, only too fucking, too much. Ella, come on. Come on, there's no shotguns, we have to go. And do you know what triggers me, folks? Not the word vaccine, but the words, I'm going to get my vaccine. I'm triggered by people saying to me, oh, the vaccine's injured me. Again. That's what triggers me. Fuck me, more traffic. I'm triggered by traffic as well. Especially on this road, because normally we come out and we don't see one car in 3 hours. And then all of a sudden there seems to be a fucking line of traffic everywhere anyway. What triggers you? I would like to know. I'm triggered by lots of things, me folks. But in a good way. Yep. I'm not triggered into being stupid and compliant. You know, I'm triggered into being defiant. Yep, that's me. Anyway, I'll shut up. Whether I've made any sense of this fucking video, I don't know. But it is what it is, folks. You know, there's no prizes for the videos I do. They're the shittiest fucking videos on YouTube, mine. That's guaranteed. But at least they're honest. They're coming from a good heart. They're coming from someone who gives a fuck anyway, folks. I'm triggered by that shit shot from these aircraft. Yeah, I'll show it you, folks. That triggers me. That the planes have been over 24/7 constantly. They're spraying all this utility fog. It's not called utility fog for nothing, folks. It's there for a reason. It has to be. It's a utility fog because it's ionized, weaponized chemicals and particulates at the nano, non-nano level that contain heavy metals of all kinds of fucking descriptions and graphene oxides that become graphene oxide once inside your system, which then makes you part of an operating system through your MAC address, your fucking wireless body area networks, and all the rest of it, folks. See how triggered I got then? I'm even triggered in my fucking sleep, me folks, because I can wake up having fucking... It's very rare I dream, once or twice a year, but something will come into my head in my sleep and I'll wake up really fucking angry, and then I have to reach for a pen and start writing about it, making notes about it, cataloguing what fucking triggered me, folks. But yeah, that shit alone up in the air there, you should be able to see a mountain there, and you can't. It's called utility fog because it's a utility, it's part of the utilities. Yeah, they are running data into and out of all that utility fog and using it. Yeah, it's radiation in air and everything else, everything I've ever told you about, folks. So it's not just words, it can be sounds, it can be fucking things you've seen that trigger. You know, let me know what triggers you, please. Even if it's fucking funny, if it triggers you into fucking humour, I don't know. But the majority of people are triggered into odd behaviour. And kids are being brought up now believing that they have personal triggers that set off their fucking autistic tendencies, and you know, and then that don't get me started on that fucking thing now. You know, the autistic spectrum. You know, all of a sudden it covers every fucker. It covers us all, even if we've only got a fucking pain in the toenail, or we're slightly fucking pissed off with something or someone. You know, that's your autism. Right. Anyway, you know, I just have to keep thinking things through and try and working fucking things out. I'll see you on the next video, folks. Well, you go and figure, Trigger.